Hi kids, how are you all doing? Welcome to the term 2 of mathematics, and in this you have chapter 5 and you have title as numbers and number names. You would have come across numbers and number names even in unit 1. So that was the part 1 of this chapter, and now we have part 2 of numbers and number names. So I'm sure all of you had fun learning so many numbers, and now we're going to learn even more about numbers and number names. So let's take out your pencils or pens and let's get ready to fill up all those missing numbers. So in the first activity, if you see, you have fill in the missing numbers, and that is from 301 to 400. So let's start. So what comes after 301? It is 302 and then 303, very good, and then 304, 305, 306, 307, 308 is given already, 309 and 310. Very good. So I hope you had fun filling that up. Now in the same way, you have to fill in even the other missing numbers that are given. So you go ahead and fill up all those missing numbers. And in the next page, if you see, you have more numbers to fill in the similar way. Just like how you filled in from 300, you have to fill in from 400 to 500. So take time and you sit down and check with your parents and write down all those missing numbers. And the next activity, if you see, is also missing numbers. But here the thing is, you don't have like 50 or 100 numbers to fill in, but you have to fill in only the numbers that are in that particular row. So let's look at one example for that, okay? So here again it says fill in the missing numbers, and the first one that is given is 310. You're right. So after 310 comes 311, very good, and then 312, 313, 314 is given already, then 315, 316, 317, 318 is given, and then comes 319. So very good. In this way, each row you need to fill in. So from the beginning of the row till the ending of the row, it would be consecutive numbers, one after the other. And then when you move on to the next row, it will be another set of numbers. So carefully look at the numbers and fill in all those missing numbers. Now, let's move on to the next activity. Here it says, let's learn and enjoy. So, the first one here is, how many 3-digit numbers can you make using the digits 5, 3 and 7? So, how many can you make? Can you think of it? Now that you know 3-digit numbers, you can make using these 3-digit numbers that are given. So the first, let's try. The easy one is 537. Just write 537 and it becomes 537. In the similar way, can you think of more? 573 is 573. And then what else? 375 is 375. Very good. Now let's think of more. 357. Yes. And then 735, yeah, and 753. Very good. So in that way we can make 6 3-digit numbers using the digits 5, 3 and 7. Very good. Now the next one. The question that is given here is, how many days are there in a year? Do you know how many days are there in 1 year? So one clue that is given here is, it is a number between 301 and 500. So can you guess how many days are there? It is 365. Very good. So fill it up. Now let's move on to the next page. Here we have number names. So let's look at the numbers starting from 21 to 50. So let's do 21 to 30. So you can see when you count all the balls, the beads that are there in that abacus, you can see that there are 20 beads there, and then there is 1. So if you look at the number 21, we have 2 tens and 1 ones is 21. In the same way, for 22 we have 2 tens and 2 ones. Yes. Now for 23, again it would be 2 tens and 3 ones. That is 23. How about 24? Again we have 2 tens and 4 ones here. Now for 25, we have 2 tens and 5 ones. Now 26, it is 2 tens and 6 ones. Now for 27, 2 tens and 7 ones. Very good. Now 28, 2 tens and 8 ones. 29 is 2 tens and 9 ones. And then the last is 30, 3 tens and 0 ones. So this is how you write, and as you can see in the next consecutive pages you have till 50, and in this way you will understand. Now let's move on to the next activity. Here in this activity you will have to write the numerals for the following number names. So the first one is 43. So the number name is written. You have to be able to write the numeral for it. So how do you write 43? 4 and 3 is 43. That's right. Now the next one is 28. How do you write 28? It is 2 and 8. Very good. That is 28. Now 13. 1 and 3 is 13. That's right. So in the similar way, you fill in the rest of the blanks by writing down the numerals. Now the next activity, if you notice, here they have given you the numerals and you have to write down the number names for each numeral. So let's look into that. Here they said write the number names for the following numerals. First one they have given is 4, 6. What is 4, 6? It is 46. Very good. So you should write down FORTY is 40 and then SIX is 6. So 46. Very good. Now the next one is 33. 33 is 33. So THIRTY 30 and then THREE is 33. Very good. Now in the same way, fill in all the number names for all these numerals that are given. Carefully write down everything. I hope you will not make any mistakes, and I know all of you are smart kids, so you will write down the correct answers. Now let's move on to the next activity. Here it says, let's learn and enjoy. So write your birthday as a number name. I'm sure all of you know your birthdays, right? All of you know your birth date. So you don't have to write the month you're born in. You don't have to write which year you're born in. Just write the date on which you were born, the day. So for example, if you were born on 7th, then you have to write the number name 7. That is SEVEN. You have to fill in that blank. Okay. So you write down your birthday there. The next one. Count the number of students and write the number name. In your class, you have to write down. Do you remember how many students are there in your class? If it is 20, then write TWENTY, 20 there. Then do you remember how many students were there in your row? Then write down how many. Is it 4 or is it 5 or 6 or 3? You write down how many ever. And here again, don't just write the numeral. You have to write, if it is 5, write FIVE. And the next one, in your group, In your group of friends, how many are there? Even that you need to write the number. Now there's a game that is given here. Counting the stars in the sky. You should ask somebody to say start and then you should ask somebody to say stop. And when they say start, you should start counting the stars that you can see in the sky. And when they say stop, you have to stop counting. Okay? Isn't that fun? So first you start, when they say start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then when they say stop, stop. So if you counted 10, write down 10 in the first blank. And again, the second time, you ask them to say start. And then you start all over again and start counting. And even more faster you can try. And then I'm sure you will get a different number. So in that way, write down every time you count, you make a note of how many stars you counted. Okay? So make sure you have fun doing it and write down all the numbers. Now next we have a place value matching game. So the first is who has 300s. So on the left hand side we have these questions, and then on the right hand side we have all these numbers that are given there. So you need to see which one matches the right. So here if you see who has the 300s. Can you tell me which number has 300 here? It is 357. Very good. So it's written I have 357. It has 300. So the one that has a cow's picture, you can match it to. Now the next one is who has 200 plus 70 plus 9. Can you tell me which number has 279? The horse picture, right? So you can match it to that. Now the third one. Who has 400s? It is 432. Very good. So you can match it to 432. And now who has 5 tens and 3 ones? It is the hen picture, right? So hen is saying I have 53. So that is 5 tens and 3 ones. Now the next one. Who has 100 plus 20 plus 7? It is the hare here. It has, I have 127 it says. So that is the answer. The last one. Who has 30 plus 9? Can you tell me who has 39? The pig. Very good. So you can match it to 39. So I'm sure children that you had fun learning numbers and number names today. So make sure you fill in whatever is left out for you to fill in and have fun learning it. See you all soon. Bye-bye.